Hi everyone, welcome back to Metanoia. My name is Carrie Jane, and today I would like to do a review on the Shamanic Healing Oracle cards by Michelle A. Mutfus. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your last name, but take a good look at the box. This is what we're going to be looking through today. And before I get started, I would just like to thank all my patron supporters for making videos like this possible. If you would like to support this channel in any way, please visit the links in the description. So I'm going to begin by just reading the back of the box. It says here, explore your spiritual and human existence within the bounds of natural imagery and look into the energies, fears, and wrong beliefs that are holding you back from having the best life possible. Via the shamanism studies, these 44 beautifully drawn oracle cards will help you learn the importance of symbolism in the human psyche. Discover for yourself and others the energies surrounding situations in life that can hinder or assist you along your path of self-awareness and healing. Whether a novice or skilled reader, the messages found in these cards and the accompanying guidebook will give you the insight, personal empowerment, and trust in your own intuitive abilities, and will allow you to begin an energetic healing journey that is precisely tailored to you. Consider the universal symbols and energetic messages these cards have for you. Begin living a life of spiritual clarity, energetic oneness, and personal empowerment. So, I think the main reason, or one of the main reasons why I was drawn to this deck is because it feels very paralleled with the way November feels to me, especially this year of 2020. You know, there's a lot of black in the cards, a lot of dark imagery, and yet a lot of light in them too. They're very beautiful, simplistic, colorful images in the cards. And I really like the variety of, keywords and just the themes of the cards. Occasionally I'll get a card and I'll refer to the guidebook, and it's not necessarily the exact right message for me. According to the guidebook, it references a lot of very specific circumstances that could be possible for people, but I usually don't refer to that so much in this guidebook. It's just that truly the keywords and the variety of stuff happening in this deck makes it so that I can use this deck every single day. It has been a long time since I could find a deck that I could use like daily or weekly. I find that's, I'm drawn to a certain oracle deck because I know it has like a certain theme that's relevant to that particular moment. But with this deck, it's very broad. There's a lot going on, and I find that when I get combined messages a lot, it is even more accurate. It's actually like telling a story, much like a tarot deck would. So, okay, before I start doing a flip through, I should probably read the little about the author section. The box opens up like this. It's really nice and sturdy. Native New Englander Michelle A. Oh God, sorry, it's fall here. The leaves are coming off. Michelle A. Matuzis. Oh, it's a U. Guys, it's a U. Tell me, that looks like a V. Tell me that looks like a V. M-O-T-V-Z. This font, it looks like a V. That's apparently a U. Matuzis. I can handle that. All right, guys. Okay. Native New Englander Michelle started painting in answer to requests of her fellow students of shamanism, which led to drawings that are used in this deck. In her art, nature mirrors the human condition, exploring our spiritual and human existence within the bounds of natural imagery. And drawing on her background in shamanistic studies, Michelle learned the importance of symbolism in the human psyche. The root of these symbols helps her identify what she wants to create with her art, a connection between the energy of the physical and spiritual being. The proud mother of 2 boys, Michelle also has her master's in shamanic Reiki and certified healer and medium. So there you have it. Sorry I fucked up your name, Michelle. But anyway, also on the sides here it says includes emotions, energies, and diverse situations one encounters on a path energetic to energetic self-awareness, explores the mysteries of energy and Mother Earth, the energy that is you. I know this is portraying as a deep dive into shamanism, which is the depths of the psyche, and the images surely do that, but the guidebook not so much, and personally less than a shaman type deck. I use this, like I said, as a daily check-in that is getting at the root of what's going on. So yeah, let's get started here. So it's a very nice sturdy cardstock. This is what the back looks like, and what I love is that it has this gilded gold on the sides there. This says 32 struggle. Lots of nature elements in here, which I love. I hope you guys can see that okay. It is so bright that I have a hard time seeing the screen perfectly, but hopefully that is visible to you. Masculine energy, 16. It's all good. And here we have a beautifully depicted mandala with intricate patterns. It's like a circle with very interesting hues of green and purple, yellow and blue. I feel like I could use this card occasionally, that's for sure. I think we all could, especially now. Ancient wisdom. Yeah, because I think everyone perhaps just associates something different with shamanism, but when I think about shamanism, I think about deep, deep wounds and incredible depth of psyche, if that makes any sense. If you were to compare to astrology, for example, I think I would associate the 12th house Pisces, or maybe even Scorpio, like watery signs. And for those of you who are into astrology, kind of know the energy of those signs. I think, the unconscious collective. I think, when lots of people take DMT or psychedelics and they have these insane trips through the self, and a lot of the times it is very opening up to love and beauty. It's pretty harsh too. It can be quite traumatic, because in order to transform anything you have to look at it, so that's a traumatic experience a lot of the time. And so I think that's why I have a harder time associating this deck with specifically shamanism, but it's still a really good deck, and the artwork definitely takes me there, at least to my own association with shamanism. Okay, here we have abundance. Teaching, 14. A new day. Doesn't this just feel like November to you? Is it just me? It just feels very November-y. Grounding. This is the card I pulled for myself today. It was about not grounding. It was about the illusion of grounding, basically. When we when we like to escape through drugs, alcohol, or food, or basically any kind of external substance, but it's reminding you like, no, actually that's like a false sense of grounding, of it's escapism. What you should actually try to do today is, first of all, remember that, and then try to connect with earth, like your higher self, all that is. It's actually, a deeper desire for connection, not just escaping. So that's what this card talked about today. So here I am outside doing the best I can to get in touch with nature. 7, reunion of souls. I pulled this out recently too when I was going through a very difficult time. It was just like a couple of days where I was very sad and emotional. And I mean, if you took this literally, it would be like, it's okay. You have help. You have a team coming. You're not all alone. And that was very comforting to me. So I'm just saying like these experiences for some examples as how this could help in general. 40, retreat. Here we have this bird with just a lot of symbolism going on in here. Like an arc over it in yellow, and above another arc with what appears could be stars. Very simplistic yet very deep, the artwork. I'm a fan. I really like it. Stripping illusions. I love this card. It's this beautiful green with a lotus in the middle. Very beautiful. Joy, 42. "44, home. And I find that the number 44 associated with home is very interesting. I wonder if this person paid attention to numerology, because 4 is the number of home. In fact, in my repeating number 4 video, I talk about how it is often associated with being welcomed home. In fact, I think I titled that video Welcome Home. It's like, yes, we recognize your hard work. You do have a family somewhere. With this work that you are doing is bringing you back home, is bringing you back to your source. And this is a perfect depiction of that. So I wonder if this person or whoever was paying attention to numerology when designing the deck. And if so, I am very appreciative of that. Truth. Looks like we got an eagle, I think. Okay, just a few more, because I would like to keep some of it a surprise for you guys. Past, present, and future. Death, number 8. Be sure to subscribe, guys. I see my analytics, and a lot of you are just like watching my videos, but you're not subscribing. And there may come a time where I'm only uploading occasionally, like I'm switching from quantity to quality, and you might want to know when I'm posting a video. So subscribe to my channel. It's weird that we have to say that, but I kind of hope like if you liked my videos you would subscribe anyway, but believe it or not, we have to say it. Okay, 23, forgiveness. Also, it just got a little bit windy. I hope that you can still hear me. Wow, this is such a beautiful card. We have the sun and the moon. The imagery is just conveying something that words don't, and that is what artwork should be for. That's what shamanism is for. A lot of it is symbolism. This is a card a deck to meditate with. Letting go, number 43. Okay, let's do one more, and then I'll do a little reading for you guys. Healing energy. Okay, all right, let's start. Let's start here. This is a timeless video, so whoever is watching right now, doesn't matter if it's 2020 or not, this message can still be relevant to you. Wow, that wind is really picking up. I'm glad I'm kind of like reaching the end of this video here. The clouds are really moving in. It's supposed to rain in a few hours, like a downpour, so, and I gotta walk back like at least a mile back to my car, so, and I had my rain jacket in my car, but I didn't bring it. You know, the sun's out. I'm like, I don't need that. Famous last words. Oh, all right, please help me get the right message to the right people. I would like to help. I would like to help my followers today. That was a very pretty song. Thank you. Okay, I'm really excited about the cards that came out here. You first had Stripping Illusions. Home, card number 44. I think many of you probably are seeing the number 4 a lot because I talk about it a lot here, and it's the main number that follows me around personally. And then we got New Day, number 11. So we have 2 master numbers here. That's really exciting. And the first thought that came was the combination of Stripping Illusions and Home. A lot of us have like a really strict idea in our head of what it means to be happy, of what it means to come home, of what home is. But in order to like get to that place, we might need to reinvent what that looks like. We might need to reconsider what that looks like. We might need to let go of something in order to get to a place that would actually make us happier than we could ever think. But also, it's kind of like indicative of like, I know things are confusing right now, and it's all a lot of smoke and mirrors, and especially if you're watching this right now in 2020, it's very confusing. It's hard to tell what the heck's going to happen next, but like maybe this just means a new day is coming, and we need to like really let go of the outcome. And this reduces to number 9, which I've associated with that. And when I talk about the number 9 in my repeating 9 number, it's letting go of the outcome. So this is all possible for us. It's like, I don't think it's going to come without any, just easily to us though, guys, which is the whole stripping illusions part. In my channel, a lot of the time, I talk about the stories that we're attached to. And this could be anything. This could be about the world or ourselves. You know, if you want to go to the bottom of the barrel, racism is a story. It's a narrative. There is only one race, the human race. Okay? We got to strip stuff like that away. We need to strip the ego away. We need to strip the idea that we're not good enough, or everything is going to be bad forever, or we need something in order to be happy, or what have you. The depiction of a lotus too is really also indicative of hard times, you know, but they say no mud, no lotus. It's in that mud that we can create something beautiful, where we have a new day. And I think this is what we all truly want, especially if you're here on my channel, where I've spoken about the number 4 a lot, and perhaps many of you here also are subscribed to my channel because you discovered those repeating number videos. So who knows? But yeah, I think this is where we all definitely would like to go. I know I would for sure. And I'm going to read from the guidebook so that you guys know what that's all about. So hold on a second. Let's start with Stripping Illusions. The lotus flower is a funny plant. It flourishes in the muck and mud. Apparently, in spite of the muck of its birth, beautiful petals open up layer after layer, revealing more and more of its inner beauty. You are being called to strip away illusion after illusion from your life. You are being asked to enable your true essence to shine through. Although layer after layer of false beliefs cluttered thinking, unfulfilling relationships, chaotic environments to go by the wayside to reveal the perfect essence of your core self. So this is about getting back to what you are. If you were to even strip your body away, what would it look like? What if you were to walk around like that, with like stripping that idea of yourself, which is like, for example, I'm Carrie, I'm 5'7", I'm blonde, I'm this weight, I have this job, I make this amount of money. Reinventing your identity. Like, what are you? Who are you? This process is challenging at best. We tend to hold on to the illusions, our stories we have created, thinking they keep us safe. It's like that's why we still have people who are incredibly racist and just generally hateful in all forms, because it is a part of their identity. They don't know who they are if they don't create that otherness between them and someone else. And we all do this on some level. Maybe we're not racist, maybe it's not that extreme, but that's just a theme of this year, so I'm talking about it. We all like to create this otherness because we think that helps define ourselves, but that's not the case. The other person does not define you. You define you. And when you strip that hatred, that whatever thing that's keeping you down, that's when you'll get to your core self. All they really do is blind us to our true beauty and potential. This card is calling you to look your truth in the face and not let illusions cloud your view or the true beauty of yourself and others. What a powerful card. And these are like honestly all powerful cards. So you guys must be going through a thing. Or maybe we all are at this time, honestly. I think we all are, to be honest. Okay, let's do home next. This card represents a homecoming of the soul, of finding your tribe, of coming home. I have to say, I understand what the meaning of like find your tribe is. I get it. I don't think it's very well intentioned, but I personally in this life have been try to transform the idea of tribalism. I don't participate in identity tribalism. I don't associate with myself with a team or anything. I'm here for everyone. And I think we all should kind of try to get past the tribalism, past the monkey mind. Although, like I said, I don't think that phrase was intended for that meaning. But also maybe we should call it something else, because we need to move past our tribalism here to find peace within each other. Okay, the situation you are inquiring about has the potential to be a homecoming, a safe and secure place that both nourishes and facilitates your growth. Whether it be a school, a relationship, a job, or truly a home, go for it. All paths lead home. That's true. As long as you're trying your best at any given moment, and that will look like something different every day, you will get to wherever you're meant to be. You just have to keep at it, whatever it is. Home doesn't have to be where you grew up. Family doesn't always mean the people of your birth family. Look at an expanded meaning. Family are people who share the same core values and path. Home can mean a place you have yet to visit or experience, but once there, it feeds your soul in a way that gives you no doubt that you are home. Alternatively, find your safe place. This is where the answers you seek will be found. Okay, and then finally, let's move on to 11, New Day. A new day enables us to see in a brand new light. We can see more clearly once the shadows of fear and doubt are brushed away by the light of creation. Once the initial shock of discovering the duality in a situation has worn off, there is a period of shock, like once you discover you're something that you thought you were one thing but you're actually not, or you thought a situation was going to bring something but it didn't, or whatever. You just become you emerge out of illusions, really, which was what this card was saying. There's a shock and then after that there's a new day, so that's good. Once the initial shock of discovering the duality in a situation has worn off, you can find comfort that there truly is no bad or good. It just is. When this is realized, the possibilities for the outcome of a situation become endless. This card also advises to wait. Everything regarding the situation has yet to unfold. Yeah, so we came here to be human, and nothing is going to be perfect, and we are going to be sad and angry and to an extent suffer as well as be happy and experience joy and the lightness and love of everything that is, as this card was illustrating. I think that, yeah, it is eventually a time in a person's life when they come to realize, like, this wasn't black and white. This wasn't like a bad situation and a good situation. And I think Buddhism tries to illustrate this. Like, it questions, but why is something bad and something good? You know, what is a bad? Is something bad if it led to this? Is something bad if it was chosen to be like this to learn something? It's like, eventually, and I remember very distinctly coming to this realization. I was in high school. I was like, I don't think things are bad or good. I think it's all just learning. And yes, I am a human being, so it's going to be difficult at times, but that doesn't mean it's bad. I also say, when examining the human condition, I don't think there's good and bad people anymore. I just think the human condition is a disability. It seems very archaic and just inaccurate to say that this is all the good people, this is where they live, and this is how they're sectioned off, and these are all the bad people, and this is where they live, and this is where this is sectioned off. Like, that also doesn't make any sense. I see good and bad in every single human being to differing amounts, okay? So, you know, surprisingly, this card was about overcoming duality, which is also the number 11, because it reduces to 2, which is about balance. It's like not left or right, it's somewhere in the middle always. It's the mediator. So perhaps in order to not only get to home and to that new day, we need to find some kind of balance within our, not just lives, but the way, our perception of life, the way that we're thinking about life. And this is a very deep message for today. So I'm sorry if it wasn't so personal to you, but this is kind of, I guess, what's going on in the collective today. This is what this deck wanted me to talk about. I'm going to stop here before this video gets too long, but thank you so much for watching. I'm so glad I got to get outside and ground a little bit and take you guys with me on my day off. As I said, subscribe to my channel. There's more to come in December as I'm doing Vlogmas, so stay tuned for that. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I always take requested videos, and be sure to look into my new numerology service that can be found if you are a subscriber on my channel page. Like, when you revisit it, it shows up the video explaining that. And that's for like very personal videos, you know, you want a very specific video that is related to something you're going through regarding numerology or something else, you never know. So yeah, be sure to check those services out in the description and on my page and on my channel. Thank you all so very much for being here. I hope you guys have a very peaceful November moving forward, wherever you are. And if not, I hope you're able to find peace in the in-between of everything that goes on in our daily lives these days. You know, peace is always available, don't forget that, and sometimes self-care is saying no. I talked about that a lot in this month's Patreon video. So, okay, I'm done now. See you all soon. Take care.